Welcome back, everybody. Time now for Game 2 of Team Fire up against Team Wheel in the Fallout Dota Major All-Stars Qualifier for America. There's $100,000 in prize money. The winner of the America Qualifier will be going to Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia to compete for the $100,000 plus crowdfunding. So even more prize money to be earned. If you guys want to support the tournament, you can buy the Dota TV ticket. There is a Lycan set available. Looks pretty cool. I got it myself, and I've got to say, pretty happy with it. As that's what's going to be bundled in with our little ticket here. But right now it's Fire versus Team Wheel. Wheel taking Game 1. Game 2 now, Team Fire looking to make a bit of a resurgence as kind of the big name team here in this series, but a team who's been taken out by some up and comers in this Radiant squad, Team Wheel, who have been kind of playing together for some time, making some decent results here and there, and potential breakout opportunity for them here in this tournament. As Derp looking to lead his band of mixed players to some success here. As Team Fire, a recent roster change for them. They used to be playing with TC, and right now it's going to be Demon as well as Effing Mad kind of stepping in and looking to make things happen here. The first time in a while that Fluff and TC have kind of, well, I guess they have had different times where they played together in Liquid and then Fluff ended up leaving the team, but they've been playing together on Fire for some time with Mike as well, but Mike as well as TC no longer a part of the team. TC's been playing with some other teams. He's been rumored to be playing with Mulini's new team, so we'll see what's going to happen with the American scene over the next few months, especially with that oh so juicy TI5 America qualifier looming soon, something that some of these teams may be looking to compete for. But right now, Game 2, Team Wheel making a good case for their involvement in that American qualifier. They've got the Tidehunter as one of their first two picks here in response to the Wisp here, and an Enigma. Okay, so they're going full team fight, not to mention two heroes who both go very well against the Relocate. Not to say the Wisp is only picked for the Relocate. Ultimately, last game we didn't see that much as far as offensive Relocate ganks go, but Tide Enigma suggests a very heavy emphasis on team fight right now. And we'll see what Team Fire look to do in response here. They've already got the IO. They could pick up the Rubik still as their secondary support. And against Tide Enigma, always very, very tempting, but ultimately does feel like it's two supports that maybe don't get enough done. In theory, you can do like your IO dual lane mid, you can do your Rubik +1 in the safe lane. The two supports don't necessarily complement each other that amazingly well, but yeah. We'll see. We'll see what the plan's going to be here. Fire thinking about this one closely. Do not think they were expecting these two picks as the openers here. As Team Fire now decided to get into the reserve time. We'll see what is in store here on this Valentine's Day BO3. To all of you out there, guys, happy Valentine's Day. If you're single like me, good job. You've made a good decision. If you're not, well, it's okay. I'm glad you're watching Dota on Valentine's Day, even though you're in a relationship. You're making good relationship decisions. Maybe you're watching with your loved one. Maybe. But right now, it's going to be a lonely Valentine's Day cast. Wouldn't have it any other way. I'm totally psyched to be casting some good old American Dota, which has been a while since I've been casting some. Fire going to get the Vengeful Spirit with the EO. So they have an answer to the Black Hole, even when if there is a BKB on the Enigma, which is a nice thing about the Venge. Not quite as scary as like a Rubik stealing the Black Hole, but Venge I feel just a much more well-rounded support this game. Complements other kind of carries really nicely, works well with the Dire side, having the Roshan easy access, and just seems like a better pick than the Rubik in general. Venge and Line kind of, I'd say, being the two kind of tier 1 supports, maybe next to the Chen as well. I feel like if you want to say like, well, there's probably the 4 like first pick worthy supports: the Venge, the IO, Lion, and Chen. Those seems like the big 4 as far as supports go. Chen often a first ban these days. IO often banned by a lot of teams, and Venge very rarely makes it past the first pick stage without being picked or banned. Lion is sometimes a bit more. You don't always go into the first 2 picks thinking of Lion, but what the hero can offer with having an insta blink hex initiation in the mid to late game, something that can actually deal with BKB heroes in that sense, because they can't BKB to react to a blink hex. Not to mention the burst damage and the gank potential you get when you get that level 6 is very powerful. Well, we're going to just add to their team fight even further. They pick up a Witch Doctor now. And that's going to give them some more team fight. Also, I mean, look at this lineup. There's also some decent push in there. Got Witch Doctor and Enigma together. Got the Eidolons. You got the Voodoo Restoration. If they can get some kind of pushing style carry hero, your Terrorblade type pick, they can look to pressure towers quite early on. Clockwork gets picked up for fire. That's going to be your demon hero for the offlane. A nice kind of initiate. So I think they'll have to look to kind of... I feel like they're just lacking damage right now. It's like you hookshot in, where's the follow-up damage coming from? That's not your EO, it's not your Revenge. Could be, thinking of heroes that pair with the I wouldn't mind seeing something like a PA with the EO. It's a good BKB hero which you're going to need against a Tide Ravage, and well, now Queen of Pain coming into play as well. BKB good against this hero even with the Sonic Wave piercing it. The evasion from the PA, not bad against the Witch Doctor Ultimate. It feels like one of the better heroes at this point to be pairing with the Wisp. Other options, your Sven, your Chaos Knight, just don't quite seem as potent.
Faceless Void.
It's going to be a Faceless Void though. That's going to be your safe lane farmer, I imagine. We'll see if this is going to be something they pair a bit with the Wisp or just something they pair with the Venge and then pick someone separate as far as their mid laner goes. So both teams going to be pulling out their last picks in a second here. Sniper gets banned up by Wheel. As the last ban from Team Fire going to be a Medusa. So we saw the Medusa in Game 1, not going to see it in Game 2, as Team Will going to have to go some other direction with this last pick of theirs. And Team Will have most of their reserve time left too, so if they want to really think things through here as far as their last carry and what it's going to be, they can do so. The Queen of Pain, we saw last game of the safe lane, can also go to the mid lane. Got the Tide for the off lane. They're going to need Enigma in the jungle, so it's going to be something like a Witch Doctor +1 in the safe lane. Doesn't seem like that's ideally where you want to send the Queen of Pain. It does match up pretty nicely against the Clockwork. I guess it depends what you can put mid. If you can get something like a Templar Assassin as far as like a mid hero that can actually be your carry, then it works out quite nicely, but Queen of Pain does feel like your ideal mid lane. Shadow Fiend, the other option, which is still in the pool and seems like a good hero in general. There is the Clockwork to gank him, but at the end of the day, whatever mid hero you get, unless you've got like a Blink Escape, is a gank target for the Clockwork. It's like you see a Doom pick, it's not like because you see a Doom you don't pick a Storm Spirit. It's like Doom counters whoever. It's just known for countering heroes in general. That's what the hero does. Deletes heroes. It's like the Necro Ultimate. It's like, oh, they got a Necrophos with an Ag Scepter. We can't pick carries anymore. Let's pick 5 supports so that whoever gets ultied is a support, and it doesn't matter. But it's like, hold on a second, you lose the game if you don't have 5 supports. So, well, theoretically lose the game. But we'll see. Well, last pick going to be on the Troll Warlord. Wheel going to have the flexibility of running Troll and Queen of Pain. Either can go mid, either can go safe lane. More likely going to be the Queen of Pain mid, but depending on what fire last pick, there may be some adjustments. Probably depends on how much trouble they'll think Queen of Pain will have in mid lane. Troll a bit tankier than the Queen of Pain. Queen of Pain, of course, having the Blink Escape. As Team Fire going to be thinking things through here. They did go for the first pick Wisp, and immediately I look at this lineup and think they have got a really good draft for dealing with Wisp. As far as the relocate in goes, you've got Ravage, Anchor Smash, you've got the Cask for the Wisp plus the Tether Terror, which are normally pretty close together, so the Cask is pretty assured to start bouncing around and do pretty well. You've got the Enigma with a AoE, Midnight Pulse, Black Hole, Queen of Pain, AoE. All these heroes match up pretty nicely there. Troll is slightly annoying hero for Void too. If he's time walking into Chrono, if you get off those whirling axes, put that mischance on the face of Void, he's a good chance he won't be doing too much damage or getting too many kills inside the Chronosphere. Be very careful then. They're going to go for a last pick. Core Warlock. Brax is going to take the reins on this carry hero, or at least this farming hero. Gives them some much needed pushing power, which their lineup had absolutely zero of. And this is a hero they want to prioritize a lot of farm on. Like, you see the Void and think, great, you want your Void farm, but you see this Warlock and you think he needs to be one of your top farmers this game. The Void cannot do it alone. Not against the team fight of Tide and Enigma. And that's the other thing. I feel like Fire Dota felt like they've got far better team fight, they've got better push. even had better late game when you look at the wheel lineup of, like, just based on the first 4 picks. And Warlock, I guess, depending how Warlock does, if you get the Ags Refresher, get some big items, you can do decently in the late game here, but definitely initially looking at this, I'm like, okay, so their lineup is stronger in most areas, apart from maybe the laning stage. But this last pick, Warlock, is going to be the interesting one. This is going to be the X Factor for Team Fire. This is basically what they build their entire lineup around at this point. This one hero is the hero which basically is their strategy in a nutshell. Not so much... Everything else kind of fits around it in some sense, but they're going to be looking to fight around the Chaos offering. That's going to be the key thing for Will, is fight around the cooldown of that long spell. They've got some long cooldowns of their own in Tide and Enigma, and that's where I feel this last pick Warlock was especially good, because if you team fight when you have Rock and you have Rock used and Ravage in the same fight, both those spells with long cooldowns. The Rock with a slightly longer one, as both teams will make a foray into this Radiant jungle here. Not exactly a fight an Enigma wants to take. Cask already leveled up, and whoa-oh! Almost catch out Sleazel here further to the south. There's Fluff and Demon. Went for the cogs here. Just got the pushback. Burn some of his mana. Push him away here. They'll drop some wards early on. I think it actually gets potentially pinged out here as Fluff. Whoa-oh! Tether out and do some warding and be on their merry way here. Fan of Soyan doesn't have... He's pinging exactly where it is. Problem is, doesn't have the money. Actually, no, there we go. He has the one centralized. Didn't think he had... Actually, no, he thought... We'll see what he does here. This ward... I don't think it actually blocks this big camp. This ward does, though. This is the sentry you need to ward here. I'm not sure... Did he try and... I'm confused. I'm not sure. Okay, so the sentry was left there by someone else. I think it was... Yeah, I guess it was left there by the support. We'll see what Fensoin does. I thought he was, like, dropping the sentry ward, but he meant to, like, plant it to de-ward. I don't know. That was bizarre. As the pool camp is going to spawn. This big camp also going to spawn. Actually, yeah, this sentry does not block. That dire sentry. Ugh. They went through the enemy jungle at level 1. They got down some vision so they can see where the Enigma is with this ward, but they have not blocked a single camp of Enigmas. That's a good news for your wheel Enigma here. Top lane Talera taking a bit of damage here. Void pokes his head forward. There is Tengos available for Tide, who has gone for Tengos and Salve here. Opting for no Stout Shield. No boots first. Didn't go for the super 12 Tango Ice build as well. He's going to be somewhat short on Tangos in this lane if they keep harassing him as they have just done. So Warlock going to be farming in the mid lane. He's going to be up against the Queen of Pain. Relic. We know this guy can buy Null Talismans. He's got one up against the Brax Warlock, who also has a Null Talisman. And we'll see how the last hit battle goes here with the Queen of Pain versus Warlock matchup. Top lane Tide looking to just come in, contest some of these pulls here, but already the double pull successful, and Radiant Vision is there around this pull area, but not going to give Tide the easiest time just because of the nature of this trial and having a lot of killing potential. Good chase with the Wisp as well, who already has a bottle, so this is going to be very sustained as far as... oh, top rune coming up here, Fluff and stuff. Gonna bottle up and take the bounty rune for now. Mid lane Warlock, unlikely to go for a bottle, I would say. Yeah, he's going to pick up the boot. Probably see something like a phase boot into Ag's Refresher. Generally, you often see the Midas as well. Something which I know March likes to go for on the MVP Phoenix team. Getting the Midas just to kind of secure your extra levels in the early game so you can get a faster level 2 ultimate. Even all your other spells, like Upheaval in the mid-game can be very powerful, Fatal Bonds can be a nice addition, so having extra levels on a Warlock, a hero who generally wants to get 1 or 2 points in stats early on, can help a lot. Not to mention, it just kind of secures that late-game farm in some ways. Sometimes you get, if you go straight for the Ag's Refresher, you can get your Ag Scepter at like a faster time, but your Refresher, if you don't do well with the Ag Scepter, get some towers, get some kills, that Refresher can sometimes be quite slow, and then Midas just helps secure that guaranteed stable income. Top lane, there's been a bit of a dive here. They've gone past the T1 tower. They want to layer on the Tidehunter. He's going to hide here in the trees. He's juking and jiving. Can they find him? Yes, they do. They find him in the end. Anchor Smash comes out. First Blood gets picked up here. Relic now comes in as well. Fluff needs to tether out, but not going to be able to do so immediately here. Relic forced to blink defensively, and Witch Doctor now looking like a second casualty. Brax is rotated from mid lane as well, and he gets the kill. 2 for nothing in the top lane. The First Blood as well, and Relic almost even going down. He's level 4, low HP. Forced out of the lane. Brax now gets a half level advantage on him, and some with this creep wave here for the Taken. Really nice start for Team Fire. See the kill potential with this Wisp here. They're not really using it with any kind of Tiny or PA, whatever it may be. It's just the Wisp plus the Venge. These are the two getting aggressive. These are the ones diving towers and looking to do damage. Well, let's avoid pick up some just treads for the time being. He's going to offer a lot of potential for kills once he hits level 6. If you can get a Chronosphere before he getting hit by an Anchor Smash with a Wave of Terror, it's like a tether and an overcharge. Something could potentially come from that. As Wisp actually comes down the bottom lane with the Clockwork, goes in on Sleazel. Can he get the cogs? Yes, he will. He'll trap him inside. Needs to maybe overcharge up his buddy here. Demon taking tower hits here, and Sleazel trying to fight his way out, so he's getting healed up. Sleazel wins the man fight, gets the kill before going down. Elsewhere, it's Venge at top lane, taking some pretty heavy damage as he went on Tolera there. Bottom lane, here comes the counterplay though. Flies, Fluff and stuff. He's going to look for the tether to the range creep, I imagine. Looking to get as far away as possible. Now he tethers out. It's going to be a Malefice as well. A Witch Doctor cast. Looking to break his skull open with the coconuts. So a 2-for-1 trade in favor of Wheel, and Troll getting the kill before dying there. Not exactly how Team Fire expected that one to go down. Clockwork with a 2-1-2 build. Maybe the 3-1-1 would have done it, but also just having a Wisp who was maybe higher level. He does not have overcharge. That was where that kill was very difficult. If you have overcharge, it gives the extra attack speed to the Clockwork. Not to mention, negates the damage incoming from the tower from the right clicks of Sleazel, but having just a level 2 Wisp, he had a 1-1-0 build. I mean, at this point he's going to be getting his first point of overcharge at level 4. Nothing crazy about that. That's kind of like a somewhat standard. Sometimes you see the overcharge earlier on, and less emphasis on leveling up the spirits, perhaps. Demon at bottom, going to be looking to juke it out with this Witch Doctor. Pokes forward, and it's the lane ward here. Derp maintaining his aggression. This Demon now hits level 6. Going to salve up, has a hookshot available, and see what he looks to make do with this. In the jungle is Fanasoyan, who is not having the best time. Despite those wards kind of not blocking his camps, he's not going to be getting that fast kind of 5-minute level 6, or even 4.5 minutes that you sometimes see. He's been caught out. Demon hookshotted into the jungle, catches out your Enigma, brings him down. The Observer Ward actually paying off there in the end. So it looked like a kind of questionable warding expedition at level 1, where they put a sentry down, missed the block, put this Observer Ward down, which wasn't intended to block, was just trying to give some vision. Ooh. Warlock thinks about dropping the base here. He's not going to need it. Is Wisp actually going to fluff and stuff and get the solo kill from behind the tower? Oh boy. Team Fire on a bit of a roll here in Game 2 after losing Game 1. They bounce back pretty nicely. This is the single elimination match, and loser this will be knocked out of the America qualifiers. Fire, when you look at the team list, probably the favorites on paper for this event, but right now Team will give them a run for their money here in the major All-Stars America qualifier. Witch Doctor going to now rotate up top, has the cask available, will throw it. Bounces back to the void a second time here. Ash going to be forced to TP out, take some tower blows as well, and this should be able to set the tower deny. Siege Creep Tilt heading away here. Ash wants to go back in with the salve. The tower gets denied though. Derp just in time with that last hit deny. So Team Wheel, they start coming up with some answers. Relic not having the best time in mid lane. Brax is farming ridiculously well. Didn't go for the phase boot, just straight into the Midas. So it looks like we'll just see Midas Ag's refresher type build from him. It does seem like the kind of core way of playing this Warlock. Not really much variation there. I think it was Funny who played him slightly different, going for I think think he went like an Ags into Hex or something even. Didn't go for the refresher right away. I can't remember who it was against, but remember the game where he kind of prioritized the refresher as kind of a third or fourth big item, not as like a starting item. Oh, Troll, he went into this one. Here comes Demon, has a hookshot available, goes in. No mana for a cast here. The Black Hole now going to pull in Demon, doesn't catch the other hero. The Infernal gets dropped here. They're going to lose Demon here to start things off. Can they get out of this one though? The Wisp going to tether up the Chaotic Offering, and that Chaotic Offering can hit extra fast with that one. Here comes some Eidolon support. They're going to focus down on the Infernal initially. Then it goes on to Fluff and stuff. Sleazel's still alive for the time being. It's going to be a blink in from your Queen of Pain who gets the one kill here. Now Venge in trouble. They're going to lose a third hero. Fan of Soyon does not get out of there. Sonic Wave comes through, catches Brax as well. Relic, he's bottling up. He's going to have a Blink Scream in 3 seconds. Oh, Brax has got no mana for the heal. He needs 10 mana. He's desperately trying to heal up. It's a regen room. Blink Scream tries to deny Ancients. Not going to get there in time. Triple kill for your Queen of Pain. Relic. Looking good. Flaming Fist. What a spell. Oh, boy. Oh, Witch Doctor. He's like, how the hell did that thing just Flaming Fist me 2 times in a row? He says, keep your fists off of me, and we're going to have to bring someone in to break up these fights as Witch Doctor gets pummeled to death by a Warlock. But that's just a small consolation prize because that fight did not go well for Team Fire. The entire time you had your Tide just looking to work on his level 6 at top lane. Not exactly doing well, but that's the thing. They win that team fight without having Tide involved. Not that he can really get involved without having Ravage online. So I think a risky lane for Tide to be in though. There's a Mask of Madness picked up now, and even just a Wave of Terror into this Mask of Madness could set up some potential problems at top lane. Tide holding onto a skill point for the time being. Not just ready. Chronosphere into Mask of Madness could be the plan here. Ben's going to walk right into this Witch Doctor. Faceless Void a bit far away. If Witch Doctor chases over, that's not going to be the case. And then we're now working on that mech, and we'll get scattered out here. Clockwork now has a hookshot available. It's going to be Relic. They need to defensively blink here. Demon goes for it. Hookshot catches 2 Trogs as well. Relic has no Sonic Wave. He'd love to be able to dump it on here. Here comes Ush. Gets the Chronosphere off. Ravage now used pretty nicely. The Coconut's bouncing around, but it's going to be Relic brought down, and the upheaval slowing down more. Here comes Sleazel. Gets the slow off, but the real slow is on him. This upheaval. Holy moly. Just level 2 and a full max slow, essentially. That's a great hookshot from Mr. Jimmy Ho. Secures Team Fire a good teamfight victory in Sleazel. So be a bit careful here. In runs your Vengeful Spirit. We'll get the Magic Missile Axe. Time Walk in, but he walks into some Battle Axes here. Now he can get slowed down, and the problem is there even going to be an escape here? First hit bash on a Fluff and stuff with a Gush. Gets 1, and now it's going to be the Vengeful Spirit possibly next in line. Pause comes out from Brax. Ruh-roh. He's got the Chaotic Offering. This may be time to fight if your Team Fire. Faces Void nearby, but he's low on HP and not really equipped to go back in, even with the rock getting dropped. I guess Tide out of mana. Witch Doctor has a Death Ward though, and Troll out of mana as well, so I think Void could even consider going back in 2 seconds with the Time Walk. Combine it with the Chaotic Offering, it looks like they're ready to go, and if we'll know what's good for them, they back off. They should not be looking to chase this one, and nope, they're going to actually head south, look to figure out what happened to the Void here. They don't chase into the river for the vent. That would have been a death trap with the Warlock there. Jimmy actually picks up a Blade Mail now in his Clockwork as well. A lot of farm coming his way. Vanasoya needs the mech for Team Wheel promptly. That's going to be a key component to fight into the Warlock, the Clockwork. We saw there when they get caught out like that. They need that extra bit of heal here because the damage is quite widely spread. With the Clockwork, who's now going to have a Blade Mail as well. The Chaos Offering being dropped. Cecil now jungling, or neutraling it up. As he finds Ancient Camp here, which is actually not having the easiest time of dealing with. There we go. We'll get the bash and be able to bring down some Ancient Golems here. Banking on there not being a ward here, which he knows with the Sentry Ward. Last game, though, was the ward further down here, which has also been sentried. So they're basically double checking, making sure that they have their bases covered. So Troll knows he's almost guaranteed to be farming safely here. It seems Fire going to go for a Roshan. It seems like a pretty safe move. They smoke in for now, but here comes Witch Doctor, at least somewhat nearby. Troll, unfortunately, a bit low on HP and mana, can't really fight all too well here, and having the Chaos Offering around the pit is always such a potent spell. So Warlock, as far as his early game goes, he's up there with the top farmers, which is where you want him to be. There we go, Roshan be secured. Bench with the medallion, the minus armor from that, as well as the Wave of Terror, and Aegis goes to where your faces for you. Has picked up a Perseverance, so we're going to be seeing that Battle Fury build coming out from Ash. And with the Aegis in hand, with the Chaos Offering, all their ultimates essentially online, this is going to be time for Team Fire to kind of start moving from town to town. If you're real, you're thinking, let's try and find some objective elsewhere on the map, but they may find themselves getting caught out here. Demon has a hook ready to go. There will be TP support available. He's going to go and catches out Sleaze to start things off here. Where are the TPs? It's going to be a relocate instead. With the Blade Mail, he gets the Solar Kill to start things off. The Chronosphere now comes in, and that's a dead Witch Doctor. Queen of Pain just blinking out to the high ground. Uh-oh. Magic Missile. Time Walk in. Ash going to find Thanatos as well, who has got the mech. They drop the Chaos Offering onto Relic, who's going to have to maybe blink out of this one. Blink south. Ash has a Time Walk up in 5 seconds, and actually, Relic needs to be a bit careful here. Still very nearby some of these heroes. Could maybe go for this one with the Mask of Madness if he gets lucky on a bash, but instead he's just going to go for the mid-tier 1 tower. Game 2 looking much nicer here for Team Fire as they get a good trade in the mid lane. I wouldn't even call it a trade end of the day. It was just we take and give nothing. They've still got the Aegis. They've just used a couple of their ultimates. The Chaos Offering, the hook shot, the relocate in, and he's even going to go and make his way into the enemy Ancients here. This is where you just take the big dragon, surely. You take the big dragon, leave the little baby ones, and say, ha, come and farm this troll. Well, actually, Troll going to find his own farm in the form of a chaotic offering in the mid lane. It looks like he's going to finish them off. You could leave one little black drake, the Derpy Dragons. No, he's going to finish up the whole lot, so. Alright, now, Demon's done a great job of initiating and kind of setting up a lot of good fights for Team Fire. He's up to level 11, and Brax, similar story. He's level 11. Got a lot of the pieces for his Aghanim Scepter. I think he's just 900 away. Yeah, that's his Ogre Club, so Ag's coming very, very soon. Titan smoked up. Look, them find initiation with this newly purchased Blink Dagger. It's going to be Vengeful Spirit they run into, but this is not the biggest pickup for Team Wheel. You smoke for that one, you reveal your Tide Blink potentially. We'll get a T1 tower here. That's not something Fire really equipped to deal, but this is just fighting around the cooldown. Fire are not looking to defend this tower regardless of that pickoff. They've got no Chaos Offering, no Chronosphere. Even with an Aegis in hand, they're going to go for the counter push play. Ooh, a Dagon picked up for Relic. Interesting. Looking for some extra burst damage for the team. I guess deciding that they're somewhat lacking in that department. Bursting down a Warlock not going to be exactly easy with all his HP. It's going to be Ash with the Mask of Madness that you want to try and use all these nukes on. And try to take advantage of him being somewhat squishy when he uses that Mask of Madness. Team Fire going to possibly be a bit too deep here. They're at the Ancients and they're about to get scattered out. Here comes your Queen of Pain. We'll see a relocate down bottom. They're actually going to go on the Witch Doctor bit. Fluff is going to be coming back soon, and uh-oh. Do they fight this one? Do they go for a Chronosphere? It doesn't look like that's the plan. Actually, yes it does. Here we go. There's going to be a Black Hole waiting for them. Fan of Swing gets to the Sonic Wave as well, and uh-oh. Chaotic Offering coming too late to save the day. They were banking on that Chronosphere. They will still have it because there's an Aegis online, and Talera's all Fan of Swing. He gets 3. He even gets the Sleazel Troll in this one. Fan of Swing gets left to the Chaotic Offering. No, he's going to go back for it. Clockwork, the hook shot from downtown with a Blade Mail. What a play coming out from Team Fire. They knew they could take that fight there. Looking for more here. It's not going to be an immediate catch-off. Relic still has Blink available, and doesn't matter that the Black Hole killed off both Void and the Chaotic Offering came too late because there was the Aegis. Ash knew what his hero was capable of and knew that even if he dies there, it was for the greater good. Enigma even knew that he needed to pre-channel the Black. Often you'd see just a Whisk go back there and sacrifice his life, but Enigma like, look, there's a good chance 2 heroes are coming, I'm going to Black Hole this. Just wasn't enough. And with that, Team Fire find themselves a 17-10 kill lead, but more important, a 5,000 plus gold lead. The carry Warlock, second highest net worth. It's the Void though, who's really doing absolutely incredible. Usher's got 1,400 gold. He's almost most of the way to a BKB now, on top of his Mask of Madness and Battle Fury. Fire still can't get too cocky here. They're fighting without ultimates right now. They haven't got the Aegis anymore. I feel like this is a T1 tower. This is not a fight worth dying for. This is just not the battle you want to take. Even with the Black Hole not up, there's a Blink Ravage, there's some decent damage output from a Queen of Pain, a Troll, a Witch Doctor with ultimate. It's not really worth the risk to try and press down that bottom lane. Hiding in the trees is your Vengeful Spirit as Warlock. Wait, someone pushed out here. This is, well, maybe time to back off, but Wisp as well as Vengeful. Lurking around here. They're actually going to look to go for this one. They get the heal out, start things off. Red Relic going to get hit by the Magic Missile. The burst damage not quite there. Even gets mech'd up as the Shadow Word was maybe going to do enough damage there. Actually gets down to about 270-ish HP. We've been close here. Fluff needs a tether out. Uh-oh, Chronosphere in the river. It's going to be Talera on the Tide. If he doesn't get a Ravage off, it's bad news, but he does get it off just in time. Ush now gets annihilated. The Mask of Madness, Sonic Wave. Witch Doctor drops the Death Ward, but not going to do too much with that. But that's a Chronosphere on cooldown now, and that's your 10k net worth Faceless Void. Getting blown up there by a Sonic Wave. Demon's going to be looking for a hookshot. Catches out the Witch Doctor. The DD Rune pops a Blade Mail now as well. Goes on the chase, but unlikely to find too much. Even with this 4-staff, he's going to use it to go forward. Gets the actually 4-staff is his teammate into a swap. What a play from Demon. Demon Dota. Getting Fire a second kill there. 4-staffing his teammate into a swap, and now they're going to look to secure this bottom tier 1 tower here. They've got the Chaotic offering back up, but even Agceptor now on Brax. He catches up to the Faceless Void on net worth, but that's more probably the Void dying there and being off the map. He wasn't involved in that fight. He got killed, so it does give Brax some time to catch up. But catch up to his teammate. At the end of the day, we're talking about catching up as if they're enemy heroes. They're fighting for the same thing right now. And right now, it's fighting for a Game 3 decider here in this single elimination qualifier for the $100,000 Dota Major All-Stars. Land finals to be held in Malaysia later in March. Point booster picked up for your Queen of Pain, so you can see the potency of that burst damage as we in that last fight when they can actually take out the Faceless Void. But he's going to have a BKB fairly soon. Just 900 gold to go, and that'll be getting picked up. The bottom lane Brax, 1600 gold. His refresher timing going to be pretty damn nice at this rate. Unless we'll have some kind of answer to him. Their answer's going to have to come from the big team fight. The Black Hole, the Ravage, the Sonic Wave. Using all these spells in tandem is going to be essential for them in the late game. But such a good combo breaker is the Warlock. Another spell to cancel a Black Hole, ×2 when you've got a refresher. It's just going to make Will's life so difficult here. That's just pushing down this bottom lane, seeing a few heroes top, feeling pretty confident in his own safety. Sees one mid in the form of the Enigma. They will be able to at least apply some pressure to this bottom lane, even if he's not doing too much damage there. Fluff and stuff, where are you? Oh, he's invis, okay. It's the invis Wisp. I'm like, this hero, when invis, does not look invis. He looks like an everyday Wisp. You've got to look at these tooltips. So he's going to actually poke his head out, comes out onto Talera. See a TP come out. Oh, Chronosphere will catch him. The hook shot not needed in the end. Fluff and stuff actually going to relocate forward. I'm not sure what that was about, but just quickly toggle my cinematic to make sure there's no issues in Dota TV. Speaking of Dota TV, guys, there is a Dota TV ticket if you want to support the tournament. It comes with a nice little Lycan set, but also gets you some good Dota 2 to watch. Games and teams like these. Team Fire, been around a while, I've had a few roster changes, and this is their latest rendition, with Demon joining the squad, as well as Mike and TC leaving. Effing Mad, I don't know if he's playing in this game. I'm not sure exactly who their stand-in is, but Effing Mad is the rumored slash stand-in 5th player for the current time being, as far as I know. For Team Wheel, though, their team have been playing together for some time and getting some damn good results. From the bit I've been following of them. Looking to continue to do so here. They took Game 1 against Team Fire, and Game 2 not going so hot for them, unfortunately. It's Team Fire who are not quite scorching, but they're looking like they're in a pretty good position. Going to have the refresher up soon on Brax's Warlock, up to 950 gold with the Oblivion Staff already purchased. Fire just looking to maybe play a bit of an economic game right now. Take some ancient stacks, keep Wheel somewhat afraid here. They actually go into the Roshan pit with a Time Walker now. Sleazel's there waiting. No Chronosphere for 15 seconds. Wants to be a bit careful. He needs to Time Walk out, but doesn't have it for 3 seconds. And the smoke from Team Will not going to be able to get them into that Roshan pit as I may be hoping for. Round 2. They once again Time Walk in the Void. Tether him with the Wisp. Have the Overcharge available. Even a regen rune for Fluff, so he can heal himself back up. Maybe the Terror goes over though, and that's maybe something which Will can scout out and figure this one out. They're about to go in here. Fan of Soyan. We lead the charge here. Blink forward. Chronosphere comes as well as the Carrot Offering. They time this one poorly. They stack the 2 ultimates. It may not matter though. There's just so much damage. There's a BKB on us. He's going to go in. Brings down the Tide as well as the Witch Doctor. Sleazel now will take the Void in return. Here comes your hookshot. The Cogs keeping Sleazel out of this one. Demon with his Blade Mail doing some serious work. Tether from the high ground. He's going to miss the Sonic Wave onto the Clockwork. Oh no. Fluff and stuff may not be enough, as it's still going to be a dead Clockwork here. The chase is now on. They want the Troll. Can they cancel this Magic Missile? You betcha. It's a 5-man wipe at the Roshan pit. They can secure Roshan off of this one. Even with the Void dead, Rosh is low enough. They've got the Medallion, they've got the Infernals, and it's a big teamfight victory for Team Fire. Not even the necessarily most well-executed teamfight. Having the Chronosphere and the Cake Offering used at the exact same time on top of each other was not the ideal way to do that. You kind of want to use that Cake Offering maybe as the Chrono's about to end, as an additional stun, and so they can get some right. They didn't get any right clicks off when they first landed, which is where you need to get those value Flaming Fist procs in, but it doesn't matter in the end. They've got such an overwhelmingly powerful team fight and had such a good positioning advantage that, like, having the Dire Ward here, they were walking into the Roshan pit to contest it, and Void's like, great. I'm not attached to this Roshan. I'll stop Roshing if it's going to give me a big Chronosphere. And it wins Team Fire a very important team fight here. It looks like we'll want to go take a fight right off of this one. But the mid lane going to get caught out here, and doesn't look like there's any escape for him. Swapped out? Is this going to be enough here? The Shadow Word going to keep healing himself up. It's going to be just a Venge kill. Great swap coming in, and that helps saves the Warlock, who's very close to a Refresher Orb, so that is really nice. He didn't have an escape, but Venge had the escape for him. Brax will heal himself up, pick up the Perseverance, which will give him some extra regen, and this is what Will needed to do, which is fight around the Chaos Offering being on cooldown. But it's just a Venge pick-off. It's not the big core hero pick-off they were hoping for with the Warlock. Team Fire now going to get close to an Ag Scepter on the Clockwork as well, which will give them a second Aghanim Scepter on their team. Picks up the Belt of Strength with this. I mean, you look at this and you say Necrobook, but this kind of... I mean, he's got all these pieces for the Ags. It's going to be an Ag Scepter, maybe just a Belt of Strength for some treads or something. Maybe even a Misbuy, but doesn't feel like you'd suddenly decide, oh, we need a Necrobook. After buying the Ogre Club and Point Booster, it's going to be very late Necrobook, and Necrobook is one of those items it doesn't get really powerful until level 2 and especially level 3. The level 1 Necrobook is not valued. So another pause coming in. Unfortunately, Brax and this Team Fire squad having some internet issues today, but hopefully nothing too much. As it looks like we will be going to a game 3 here to decide things in this best of 3. Not sure the mid lane has the Aegis in hand. He's going to demon it, so we'll be working on either a Daedalus or an MKB. MKB good against the whirling axis of Troll. Daedalus is good for the, I guess, superior damage output that it gives you compared to the MKB. On all here, except when you're hit by the whirling axis, of course. So we'll see what the choice is going to be. That last fight he did kind of die in that kind of man fight to the Troll, but with the BKB he may feel he can go for the Daedalus. Top lane, Solera and Relic, they want to try their luck here. And it looks like the Venge is going to go on a bit of a chase here. I'm gonna throw maybe a Wave of Terror, look for any kind of heroes hiding in the trees, look for a TP out. Not going to be the case. So right now, Team Will went for this ultra teamfight-centric lineup. The Tide, the Queen of Pain, the Enigma, even Witch Doctor as well to some extent, but in a position where they can't take teamfights. They're out-farmed, they're out-itemized. The Aegis being on the Faceless Void gives them problems, and it's Team Fire who are just pressing down the mid lane. Ag's Refresher up very, very soon. Just need to farm a little bit more gold on your Warlock, and with this tier 2 tower, that's going to be your Refresher Orb. We bring that out on the courier momentarily, and oh dear, good luck team fighting now, Wheel. Sleazel at bottom has managed to accumulate quite a decent bank here. We'll see where he goes with this. He's got the Yash at BKB. Could upgrade this to just a casual Sanj and Yasha, but maybe feeling he needs some more damage, something a bit more high impact. But now just sitting on the cash, and we'll pick up an ultimate orb, so suggesting the Skadi pickup. And the Mantis style he could buy right now, and this just doesn't seem like Mantis is going to do him too much. The Skadi for the raw stats, the ability to actually man-fight the Void a bit better, extra armor, extra HP, gives you a bit of everything that you can benefit from on a Troll Warlord, so seems to be the item of choice for your Troll at the time being. Tier 2 town now claimed, and Fire just go from objective to objective. They take a tier 2 mid, they take a tier 2 top, there's just no resistance, and I mean with good reason. You've got a Warlock who's got level 16, has Ags, has Refresher. You ain't fighting this guy. Not to mention the Faceless Void, who's got Aegis, BKB, Chronosphere, Mask of Madness, Battle Fury, yada yada yada. I could go on. The item advantage for Fire is just getting scary and scary. It's a 10k plus gold lead, and I'd say Will doing a good job to keep it just a 10k gold lead right now, because these team fights are going very poorly for them. They're farming the map pretty efficiently. They're taking trades when they can, like we see now, bottom lane, relicking a tier 2 tower, but ultimately they're going to have to make a defense into this team fight, and that's what's going to be coming their way. Top lane, let's pop some Mask of Mantle to get some damage on the tier 3. There's overcharge, they may just want to use this glyph as early as possible. Mask of Madness wearing off soon, so Fire won't want to fight with a Chronosphere until the Mask of Madness is back up. But here we go, so they smoke up, and we're looking to find an initiation for this one. Enigma did go for a Ghost Scepter, so no Blink Dagger available, no BKB being worked on as well. Deciding he needs any item he can get, but Fan of Swing gets hit by the hookshot. Demon just going to force snuff himself out. Here comes your type, 4-star, Blink, Ravage on a 3. Where are the Chaotic Infernals? They're not coming out. Brax, he gets one, he's going to drop the second, but they've already lost Clockwork and the Venge. The second one also lands here inside the Chronosphere, so they can't actually attack 3 stuck inside the Chronosphere. Fanasone has a Black Hole available, going to catch out just one. The Upheaval slowing everyone. The Chaotic Infernals hitting Fanasone with the Upheaval. The damage output's just too much. They've lost Enigma, they've lost the Troll as well, and now the Rack's going to get focused down. And Ash doesn't care that he died once, he had the Aegis, and this is looking like the top lane of Racks here. This Team Fire, despite getting caught by surprise potentially by that Smoke Ravage from your Tide, not going to take too much in the way of casualties. So they get the melee Racks, they're going to look to get the hell out of here for now. They don't want to feed away too much or get caught, have too many heroes get caught out here. So the Warlock Golems are kind of getting focused on Queen of Pain and Tide doing what they can. These golems just keep on blocking each other. There we go. Sonic Wave and Relic will take them down. There we go. There's a clunky looking fight there. Hush down with an MKB picked up, and Team Fire, it's going to be, let's wait it out. Let's wait 120 seconds, 2 minutes. We'll have 2 more Warlock Golems, and then you go again. Then you're looking like you take bottom lane or mid lane. Bottom lane may be a bit easier just because it's further away from top where there's already going to be a lot of pressure coming down the lane. So you push bottom, it's a lot harder for Will to be defending top and bottom lane compared to top and mid lane. The other thing you can do if you're Fire is, of course, wait for the next Roshan. But right now, Wheel, again, we saw this last time. As soon as that KO offering is on cooldown, they go for a gank. They go for a smoke gank. There's an invis rune though, and Venge, oh, he's going to scam out this smoke gank. Talera now gets stunned up. Venge, I don't know if that was the fight you want to take, but here comes your boy. Great Chronosphere on 3. Witch Doctor, oh, actually, no, it's Queen of Pain. Get hit by the cogs, pushed back and brought down. Hush now. Wants some more. The slow from the upheaval doing a lot of work here. Derp on the side with the Witch Doctor. Has the ultimate, but the swap is there. Can cancel. They've lost 4 to start things off here. The Queen of Pain even going to buy back. Sleazel with a BKB gets hit by the hookshot, and he's going to get bashed down to pieces. It's a 5-man swing, and they're going to GG out. They lose a team fight with Chaotic Infernal, the Chaotic offering on cooldown. That's pretty much it. There's nothing more to be said or done after that one. As Demon will get one last good hookshot. His clockwork this game to me, possibly even MVP. He had some huge hook shots, made some big plays, and he was one creating space for the Void to get his farm, for the Warlock to farm up what he did. Much better game 2 coming out of Team Fire after a struggling kind of game 1. So game 2, we see things tied up, and Fire and Wheel in this best of 3 going to be going to a game 3 decider. It's a Valentine's Day special. I am GoDz from Beyond the Summit. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we've got game 3 between Team Wheel and Fire Dota coming your way.